Okay, alrighty, so finally, Outlast. I've got like no real idea what it is, what this game is, but it's spooky, so, you know. I guess this is going to be my first horror game. Let me just drop some links. Well, the one link in several places. Wait, let me just quickly check if the sound is okay, since I'm actually streaming this on my PS4 again, and I had to switch microphone plugs, and you know, I sort of hope I plugged everything into the right spot. I mean, keep liking and subscribing to make it possible for me to have like a billion microphones at the same time. Okay, good to know, Well, anyways, Outlast, again. I don't know much about this game. I know that it's spooky, that for a while, like, lots of streamers got fairly famous playing it and getting spooked. And I think it's like takes place in a mental hospital, and I'm not entirely sure if it's in the main game or in the DLC, but in one of them you get to see a dick, which is rare enough in video games, so that's suffice to say, I'm very excited. Yeah. So, just let me test some things. Ah! Ee! Ooh! Wah! Spooky! Okay. I think those sound like my spookedness levels are sufficiently high to press start. And oh boy. I think I'd be playing on normal, considering this is my first time through and I've got no idea what to expect. Although on the other hand, considering there's like several difficulty levels, let's go with hard, considering it's the second, which usually means that, like, usually the second option is the normal option. Outlast contains intense violence, gore, graphic sexual content, and strong language. Buddy, please enjoy. Oh, yeah. You amites Upshur. What's Upshur? Not much. What's up with you? Sure. Let's just imagine I'm Sean Connery trying to pronounce Sir. An investigative reporter whose ambition is about to earn him an intimate tour of hell on earth. Always willing to risk digging into the stories no other journalist would dare investigate. You will seek out the dark secret at the heart of the Mount Massive Asylum. Stay alive as long as you can. Record everything. You're not a fighter. To navigate the horrors of Mount Massive and expose the truth, your only choice are to run, hide, or die. Okay. Yeah. For a second, it's one of those games where the audio recording stops gameplay recording stops as soon as you soon as you save. But I hope you'll be able to bear that.
Department of Agriculture Commissioner Salazar said changing weather patterns were to blame for livestock behavior and encouraged ranchers and breeders to attend this weekend seminar on Beulah Avenue in Pueblo. And if you're out late tonight, you may see some low-flying helicopters near Silverthorne and Leadville. Seems the Aaah Parks.
No, can't turn up the volume. Oh, but I didn't turn the volume all the way up on my headphones, so.
Services will be spraying for an infestation of box elderbugs. But do keep all pets.
Hello, I'll just check subtitles.
The children indoors between hours.
Late night at them radio stations, this kind of radio station. September 17, 2013. From 10260110756 at mutemail.com to mindsupshore@gmail.com. Interesting. I wonder if they had to pay licensing for letting him have a Gmail account. Subject: TIP, illegal activity at Markov Psychiatric Systems. You don't know me. Have to make this quick. They might be monitoring. Interesting that they still took the effort to type everything with like the right upper and lower case stuff, but they couldn't be bothered to put in I. But hey, I did 2 weeks of software consult at Markov Psychiatric Systems facilities in Mount Massive. All sorts of NDAs I'm very much breaking right now, but seriously, fuck those guys. Terrible things happening there. Don't understand it. Don't believe half the things I saw. Doctors talking about dream therapy, going too deep, finding something that had been waiting for them in the mountain. People are being hurt and Markov is making money. It needs to be exposed. Well, that's nice. We've got our exposing camcorder here. Okay, cool. Oh well. Damn, I'm a loose cannon, I'm independent. Okay. Let's see. Is that like an actual Jeep we're driving? Okay, it doesn't have like a logo on it, but I think it's a Grand Cherokee or whatever. Yeah. Investigate unanswered. Documents. Got one. Spooky. Let's see. Password. Yep. Ooh, I've got feet. I'm always very happy when your characters have feet in first-person shooter games. Or first-person. More like first-person spooker, isn't it? But yeah. When you can see your own body and okay, let's Okay, let's make it cool. Ah. Okay, we can't open doors while we're holding the camcorder. I guess he's like holding it with both hands, which I assume is probably good behavior, intelligent, very beautiful behavior. Oh, and I accidentally switched batteries, maybe? Not entirely sure. Just wanted to see if I could zoom, considering that there is sort of a zoom, sort of seems like it, since there's like the bar at the top. I start feeling sick just looking at this place. Mount Massive Asylum, shut down amid scandal and government secrecy in 1971. Reopened by Markov Psychiatric Systems in 2009 under the guise of a charitable organization. Cell phone reception cut off abruptly a mile out, more like a jammer than a signal. Markov Corporation has a long track record of disguising profit as charity, but never on American soil. Well, whatever they thought they could get out of this place has to be big. Might finally be the story that breaks the bastard. I am sure that's going to be what happens. Totally. Ooh. Oh boy. But yeah. That doesn't look OSHA compliant. I think it's probably a risk. Someone really should notify the custodian of this place. But yeah, so it's 2013, later parts of the Obama era. I feel like at this point we're pretty much like the idea that there's going to be some sort of accountability for big corporations should be pretty much dead, I'd expect. Can't go that way. By the way, how does the game look? Is it like okay brightness wise? I know that sometimes on stream things turn up looking a bit different than they do on the actual. Ah, thanks, good. But yeah, then they appear on my screen, so just wanted to check. And I guess those are. I wonder what kind of job the people that ride these armor trucks have. But yeah, so my first guess was that those were some pretty heavy duty ambulances. Okay, Mount Massive Asylum. Looks cool. Well, shit. Guess we can't do anything. Time to head back. I mean, going in there would be breaking and entering at this point, and I mean, can you even like trust information by breaking the law? It's like that's a sort of a violation of journalistic ethics, according to lots of people. So, but I guess we're independent maverick. We don't care about that. And I guess this door is already sort of open, so does it really count as cut breaking and entering if someone has already broken it? So, did I read that wrong, or did the tooltip say crouch and uncrouch? Ah. climb ladders? Probably doesn't hurt. Yeah. First-person platforming. And again. Already broken, so like window was already broken, so we're fine with getting in here. Okay, so night vision costs battery, but normal mode doesn't. Are those? Yeah, those are pictures, not monitors. So otherwise, I would be able to see them with the light turned off. But yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really seem like something that I'd put in a psychiatric hospital. In the fireplace. Ah! Yeah, so far the game hasn't gone through too much. But guess we'll see. Oh, I can actually open doors while I still have the camcorder up. Anyways, hey there. Thanks for dropping by. I think I probably missed a jump scare there. Sir, could you, Mr. Spooky Face, could you please come again and be spooky? I wasn't really looking at you. I don't know. I'm actually fairly susceptible to jump scares. And like I get nervous pretty quickly in video games, so maybe it'll work on me. I'm trying to play tough, but you know. Yeah, I really don't know about this place's sense of interior decoration. But you know what? The best thing to calm down is to do some relaxed reading, so let's do that. Project Wall write-up patient status report for William Hope. Markov Psychiatric Systems. Project Wall Rider. Mount Massive CO. Colorado. Case number 174. Patient initials WPH Billy. Consultation dated 2012 10/14. 14th of October. Initial date of patient consult 2009, 12th of April 2009. Patient age 19, gender male. Observing physician Dr. Carl Houston, DBNR. Not sure what that stands for. Therapy status. Patient claims to have progressed to self-directed lucid dream states. Somebody was trying to jack off. Look, if a 19-year-old boy tries to do lucid dreaming, it's for jacking off. We can be sure of that. Morphogenic engine activity observed at unprecedented scale. Continuing stage 4 hormone schedule. Diagnostics. Spirometry revealed no bronchial accumulation. Hematocrit. Oh boy. Hematocrit? Centrifuge again failed to separate erythrocytes. Highly worrisome. I'm glad I have to read all this. MRI revealed arrhythmic REM and REM cycle. Laughter and NREM state. Interview notes. Billy asked about the status of his mother's lawsuit against Murkoff and the asylum. This represents a catastrophic breach in security, despite Billy's claims that he discovered the truth in the blood dreams of Dr. Traeger. Note, the only Traeger on company records, one Richard Traeger, is an executive from MRD. All orderlies and security personnel must be questioned and video security improved to include analytical biometrics. Murkoff Psychiatric Systems Project, Wall Rider, Mount Massive, Colorado. Okay. Okay, the ghosts are pooping. Let's check the cafeteria. Let's actually check the toilet, maybe. Okay, fuck. Cola, drink it. What I mean, you gotta say that slogan is at least very straightforward.
Oh God.
I wonder if, like, the battery, if, like, just having this thing up will reduce battery as well. I mean, it would make sense. Jeez. See, I'm susceptible to jump scares. Ah, well. I guess he also was susceptible to jump scares. He got so much he lost his head. Okay, sorry, that was tasteless. But yeah, this... I don't know. Again, not a fan of the interior decorating choice.
They killed us. They got out. The variants. You can't fight them. You have to hide. You can unlock the main doors for security control.
I don't know if you really want
You have to get the fuck out of this terrible place.
Okay, let's listen to what the nice man said. But yeah, I I guess they called them the cavalry, and the cavalry wasn't really enough. Let's see. Okay, let's get out of this terrible place. What's that for? Oh. Well, I tried leaving, but the game didn't let me. So everything that happens from here on out is on them, not on me. Okay, tried leaving right at the very start. But yeah, I guess those were the guys in the Emirates outside. Oh. Are you a variant? Sort of worried it's going to be a variant. Weird. Anyways, actually, I have like, can I climb up? Ah, not when I got the camera out. But can I climb up here? Because it sort of looks like those things. They make like little bridges. Sort of seems like, you know, like it would be a prime opportunity to hide some secret or something up there. I guess not. I guess that isn't an option. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. I didn't see him over here. Guys, you wanna clog a toilet because that's how you wanna get a clogged toilet because this is how you get clogged toilets. Well, and these bloody footprints. Nice. A205. Okay. Well, that dude we saw probably went in there, so I'm fine with not paying him a visit.
Little fake.
And who are you, then? I see. Merciful God, you have sent me an apostle. Guard your life, son. You have a calling.
I wasn't like really planning on doing anything else. Oh, but I'm inside. Bodies everywhere. Blood, burn marks, heads lined up like bottles behind a bar. Dead Markov scientists hung from the ceiling. The badges say Markov's Advanced Research Systems. Markov's longtime MO has been to profit off the exploitation of supposed charity. Fuck the third world and bankroll another billion. How did Markov think they would make money off a building full of crazy people? Look, Twitter seems to make money off its website full of crazy people. Also, I think Twitter actually just loses money. I read that somewhere. Anyways, there's some kind of tactical cop pinned like a pig on a spit. Tells me to get the fuck out and then dies. Would have been a good thing to hear when I could still leave the way I came. Well, someone suggested you leave when you come, but I'm not trying to be bitter. Like, I'm trying not to be bitter here, okay? You know, people will say, I hate it when you tell them that you told them so, but I mean, I still did. Warrant for seizure. Markov Corporation, United States Office. Warrant for seizure, case number... yada yada. In the matter of the seizure of Mount Massive Psychiatric Center, Markov Psychiatric Systems, Mount Massive Wilderness Area, Country Road 112. Affidavits have been made before the Board of Directors by Markov Hardline Security, MHS, who has reason to believe catastrophic security failure of psychiatric center with imminent danger of environment contamination. We are satisfied that the affidavits and testimony establish sufficient evidence to require urgent action on the part of MHS and grounds for the issuance of this warrant. We are hereby required to grant MHS full access to all SIP facilities and surrender complete authority to its agents. By accepting of this document, you and any surviving relatives surrender all claims of litigation against the Markov Corporation or its subsidiaries for the action of MHS or the circumstances which required their actions, regardless of responsibility. I do like how official all the documents sound, like they got proper corporate speech down, or at least as far as I can tell. You know, when like Umbrella just I don't know, when you read something about Umbrella Corporation in Resident Evil, it all sounds a bit more cartoony, I guess. Anyways, we're not living through here, at least not quite yet. No spooky guy waiting in here. Oh. It's actually very convenient that they've all got batteries in the right size. I mean, those look like double A's. I don't know. Most things like most devices don't even take those at this point. Anything spooky back here? Another bathroom. And another mess. Up. Oh, also proclaim the gospel. Anything cool back here now? Security room is over there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. If your bathroom looks like that, you probably want to consult a doctor. Oh. Ah, we got in here. wonder if there's like if we can learn anything, or if there's like any reason for these guys to look more intact than the guys outside. Like those were all missing their heads, but these guys are sort of intact, I suppose, except for like the part where all the blood that's supposed to be inside them is outside of them. I don't know. I mean, like, I guess there's like one aspect in which Markov is a bit more decent, I suppose, to its employees than Umbrella, which is that, like, they actually served around and didn't like just open the conversation by shooting everyone all the time, which sort of seems to be the Umbrella standard operating procedure. Okay, cool. Project War Rider's patient status report for Chris Walker. Oh. Yeah. CLW Walker, consultation on the 28th of May 2013. Initial date 28th of January 2011. Age 32, gender male, observing physician Dr. Rudolf Wernicke. Oh boy. Notation by Dr. Walsh. Oh, I thought I got to do the German accent could be employed once again. Yes, yeah. But Dr. Walsh probably doesn't talk like that. Therapy status. Morphogenic engine activity plateaued at roughly 2000 ppm. Unsafe to progress beyond stage 3 hormone schedule. Diagnostics. Spirometry revealed light to medium bronchial accumulation. MRI scans consistent with patient's reported dreams. Interview notes. Walker was interviewed in restraints following self-inflicted mutilations. Restraints have had to be altered to accommodate his enormous size. That's what she said. Extensive dermal eruptions as consistent with paid morphogenic engine cellular activity. He claims the skin ripped from his forehead allows for a truer way of seeing. Seems to have some boyhood experience with tuatara lizards and their parietal eyes. Okay. He has expressed anxiety about his flesh, specifically around his lips and nose. Attending orderlies should be advised to watch for further self-mutilation. The mental traumas he sustained while serving in Afghanistan seem to be retarding progression of the ME process. His predominant fixation, amplified by therapy, is a manic exaggeration of military security protocol. The continuation of both chemical and physical restraints is highly recommended. Hold on. I guess that was a jump scare file. Anything cool back here? No. Fuck all these other files, by the way. Don't care about you. If it's not lying on a desk, I don't want to know about it. That's what proper journalism is. Oh boy. Actually, we wanted to head for the security office, didn't we? I'm not going there. I'm going there because I remember my mission, not because I'm scared. Obviously. Oh. Well. I'm already beat all to hell, picking broken glass out of my scalp, couple cracked ribs. Nearly killed by a deformed giant. Looks like somebody tried to start his head with a cheese grater. He throws me through a wall, knocks me unconscious. It was more like a window. I wake up and some doughy old man with a face like an alcoholic kiddie fiddler in a homemade priest outfit calls me as a pastor. Not a job I asked for. Their words squat in blood everywhere, getting an ugly feeling in my gut that the priest is writing them, and for my benefit. Mine certainly got away with prose. Sort of writes like he's writing movie reviews for some YouTube channel with a name like Aaah, the Myth, I don't know, the Myth Leather Jacket Man. Yeah. But yeah. No, there's AA batteries. I guess it's 2013, so they were not prevalent. Okay, coast is clear. No one to go through. And here, you still need the keycard. Come on, let's just fucking smash a window. Yeah. Okay, I guess not. Again, mine's is more about entering, not as much about the breaking. Sort of wondering if this place got like all my stuff or something. Project War Radar profitability report. Let's ignore this boring shit. Let's get down to the raw numbers. Does it make money? From Han Grant. To Group 8416 at Markov Corp LU. That's Luxembourg, I think. Which makes sense since, you know, companies like to have their seats there. Subject: Project War Rider on site inspection. Dear Sirs, the full report pending. No immediate action is required on the part of the Markov Corporation. The profit potential of Project War Rider remains staggeringly high. And 4 fatalities contain enough ambiguous data to make any litigation, if evidence is correctly managed, impossible. Project War Rider remains a dangerous initiative, and there will almost certainly be further casualties. As with the others, however, family and government interest in the patients is so low as to make any chance of legal actions vanishingly unlikely. Violence among patients is increasing as the morphogenic engine therapy gets closer to producing working models, but a combination of physical and chemical restraints has proven sufficiently effective to assure continued control and profit. Respectfully, Helen Granat. Sorry, Markov Legal Mitigation Department. Look, buddy, the lawyer said it's okay.
We didn't choose this. Why should we have to pay for it? Why do we have to die? Walker will kill us just for being sick. We're still people. We didn't choose this.
So, do you have time for an interview? Okay. Fine, I guess I go to the spooky wheelchair guy. Or maybe I'll head into the spooky blood basement. What could go wrong? Okay. Goodbye. Backtracking, I'm backtracking through a spooky asylum. Hey there, sir. How's it going? Oh no. That's... If there ever was a face that was going to go boom at one point, that's it. Oh. Anything good on? Private working man watching a dead channel. They look like patients. They survived whatever happened here, but nobody's do you mean like when people follow and stuff like that? Or do you mean like I give notifications whenever I stream? Because I'm currently streaming this using my PlayStation's the PS4's inbuilt streaming tool, and if I want to get notifications on that, I have to like make it so that the actual game screen is fairly tiny. So I went with the option that's just game footage. But whenever I've got like a stream using my PC, then I've got notifications turned on. I mean, in the future I want to get a capture card at one point so I can like... oh, interesting. Sounds sort of stormy outside. Okay, thanks for dropping by. But yeah, in the future I kind of want to get myself a capture card to stream some other consoles and also have like a bit more control over what's on screen on the PlayStation stuff. But that's future me with future me's money. Okay. Okay. And I've got a security card. Now, to get back there safely. Sorry guys, don't mean to walk in the picture, just ignore me. just keep chilling out, sir?
Get him out! Please! The guys are in there! Listen, please!
Ouch. That's not very... Not being really convincing there, sir.
You can't make me.
Jeez. Okay, that was a bit less efficient, effective jump scare. Since I saw that one coming from a mile away. Ooh. Yeah, fancy. It's actually fairly useful for this kind of game. Daylight. Let's see what's up with all these security cameras. Anything good on? Doesn't really look like it. Especially since they all seem to be showing rooms that have already been in. Okay. Yeah. You don't... Oh. Okay, I didn't notice what the stealth gave. Anyways. Let's get out of this shithole. Oh no. The guy who tried to manually give himself a third eye. Okay. Big fucker is stalking me. Found a patient file for Chris Walker. Excellent. The guy before mentioned Walker. Right. The dude who locked himself in some room. Ex-military police, several tours in Afghanistan. A lot of the blood in this place is on his end, but not all of it. This sounds fairly close. No. Okay. Thing in here? No. Okay. I assume we probably want to head to the creepy basement. That sort of seems like some place people would keep a generator. Oh, does it maybe say electric room downstairs? Okay. Yeah, and now the door's open. I'm really glad somebody was decent enough to open this door for us. That's very nice of them. I'm sure I'm glad we've got. Oh, also, I guess there's food tournament. I'm really glad somebody's looking out for us. I sure can't wait to meet them. And preferably, as I am trapped in a very narrow space. Would love to run into helpful people in that situation. Okay. See, music, please. But yeah, see, I totally avoided getting caught by the hand there by, you know, jinxing myself or so, like by calling it out. MK Ultra! Hey, old school, vintage. MK Ultra program, CIA document number 190691, page 1, excerpt. 2. File. Subject, Hypnotic Experimentation and Research. February 10, 1954. On Wednesday, 10th of February, 1954, hypnotic experimentation and research work was continued in building 13 of the Mount Massive Preserve in Colorado using the following subjects. Material abridged. First, a post-hypnotic of the night before, pointed finger, you will sleep, was enacted. Mrs. Jackson and Pierce immediately progressed to a deep hypnotic state with no further suggestion. Miss Pierce was then instructed, having previously expressed a fear of firearms in any fashion, that she would use every method at her disposal to awaken Miss Jackson, now in a deep hypnotic sleep. And failing this, she would pick up a nearby pistol and fire it at Miss Jackson. She was instructed that her rage would be so great that she would not hesitate to kill Jackson for failing to awaken. 2. Miss Pierce carried out these suggestions to the letter, including firing the unloaded pneumatic pistol gun at Jackson and then proceeding to fall into a deep sleep. After proper suggestions were made, both were awakened and expressed complete amnesia for the entire sequence. Miss Pierce was again handed the gun, which she refused, in an awakened state, to pick up or accept from the operator. She expressed absolute denial that the foregoing sequence had happened. Okay. Well, glad to see Markov is is like, you know, knows this, standing on the shoulders of giants and taking the lessons from the past.
Who's there?
Oh, no. Okay. Let's pull the lever. What could be? What a bad thing could I guess. How do I turn this on? No. Do I have to go into another room? Ah, up. Okay. Let's have a look around this room first. Another door leading to the front room. More nice interior decoration. What's this door? Where's this door leading? Nowhere. Okay. I mean, I could say something put to the game's benefits is, like, doesn't make it easy for you to go down Wrong path. Okay. Nice. Am I the one grunting or not? Yeah, I don't think I'm the one grunting. Oh, but I mean, maybe he's nice. You know, obviously the weapon sort of looks bad, but on the other hand, I feel like this situation you're probably justified for wanting to defend yourself. Splashy. Oh. I mean, can he even see me? First place. Doesn't look like he's got much things to see me with, honestly. Very, very quiet. Okay, there are hiding opportunities in here. And let's get in here. And hope he doesn't become wise. In the wind. Just my imagination. Oh, who goes there? Okay. I really would have appreciated if you went through there. I guess he's got one eye that sort of works. Oh bye, oh bye, oh bye, oh bye. Maybe bye. Oh bye. Main breaker, shit. Oh no, oh no. Probably no. Don't run out BB when he comes around. sort of expected he'd go his first route back to the generator platform. At this point, I'm sort of wondering if it might be worth it to just run, since when I sneak around down here, I'm sort of using up my electric. Okay, good. I'm sort of using up my battery a lot. Nice. Let's see, can I close it? No, I can't close those slowly. Just gotta slam them, which I hope the game doesn't like the bad guys don't hear. Locked doors. When you're near a locked door, it doesn't show the prompt to press the button. Alright, this sort of looks like it's going to be a chase corridor, isn't it? Okay. Hiding opportunities. Alright. I wonder, will he have noticed that? You sort of assume he'd be too far away? Oh no, he's definitely coming. Oh lord, he's coming. Oh no.
Just another ghost.
That's right. Ooh, motherfucker. Ooh. I'm only a ghost. I wonder. I mean, it sort of looked like he, or it sounded like he, okay. Batteries. But it sort of sounded like he checked the other cabinet there. Locker. I wonder if that's like the game makes sure it's they always check the other hiding place, or if that's random. Oh no. No. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh no. expecting an insta-kill there.
Who's there?
Yeah. Yep, I know. Let's speedrun this shit. Must have been the wind. That's right, that's me. Oh no. What's that like? An aggressive? Or just a generalized? Well, that sort of sounds like he's living. Oh, he's back in the water. I think I'm good. For the time being. There was also a battery in there. Anyways, does there like anything? Was there anything to pick up in here? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'm going to flip this switch and then I'm going to try to just run into one of the other rooms and hope it doesn't. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. What was that? What's going on now? Did I have a heart attack? That's right, that's me. Missed up to heaven went away. I swear to God, he moves more quickly when he's out of my sight. I sure hope his hearing isn't great. Oh boy. Oh boy. Probably best to hide behind that thing there. I've got like no idea where he is. I guess he isn't down here, or I would stop splashing. No, he's not in there. Heading down the corridor. Alright, he's turning around. That's his spooky eye. Coming back, or did he move back into the tunnel? Oh, hi there. Let's be very, very quiet. Hope he takes nothing to see here, just turning on the lights. I mean, look, on a budget support. Can't imagine you'd like stumbling around here in the dark either. Oh boy, he's going to bust Kool-Aid Man his way through there, isn't he? Oh, he totally is. Oh boy. Locked door. Yeah, don't wanna go. Yeah? Alright. Oh no. Anyways, was nice visiting the dune in his basement. I'm off to greener pastures. Sort of a bummer. I kind of wanted to check out what the guys in the TV room were doing while the tower was out. Anyways, let's try this again. Oh.
I'm sorry, my son. I didn't want to have to do this to you. But you can't leave. Not yet. There is so much yet for you to witness. Will you see it? Can you? Our Lord, the Wall Rider, tearing his truth into the unbelievers. The only way out of this place is the truth. Accept the gospel, and all doors will open before you.
That doesn't sound very... I'm not sure if that's like the official stance of the Catholic Church. Sounds like a bit of heretic bullshit to me. Wow, what a crazy dream I just had. Glad to be where I belong in my very, very Christian cell. Ah. Okay, I didn't actually remember that. Probably said that, but... The priest, Father Martin, where did we learn his name? Brought me here to show me something. Thinks I'm going to be a witness for whatever batshit crazy he's trying to sell me. This Dr. Wernicke. is at the center of whatever went wrong here. But he died more than 10 years ago. Rest in peace, says the blood on the wall. That's it. Benny here, follow TARDIS. Yeah, I wonder where did I like miss a bunch of documents here, or oh, hey there, thanks.
Back! Get back! Get the fuck away from me! Ah! Ah! Don't you stand up to me!
Oh, I just wanted to thank you for freeing us from ourselves.
Sleep no more. Space. Alone. Leave me alone.
Jesus. Everyone's got social anxiety in here. Okay, I guess not him.
There is my blood if they want to get out.
He seems maybe a bit too enthusiastic about appearing sociable. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sort of reminds me of my dog when I get home. Oh boy, boy, look, someone's here. Boy. Anyways, yeah?
He shouldn't hurt you. That's what he said. When the cat's away.
Okay, whose is that?
Who's this?
Oh, hey.
Maybe Father Martin's man.
Maybe.
He looks nervous.
I would like to kill him.
As would I.
The preacher asked us not to.
It would be impolite.
Not here.
We give him a running start.
There's an
The
idea.
dog grows.
And when we kill him, we kill him slow.
Such patience.
I take it
this
you guys
time.
aren't Jewish.
And liver.
They are yours.
Let's move on before I get banned from Twitch.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
No? What's that? Ah. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll leave you your space. Eh?
No more. Space. Alone. Leave me alone.
Oh, here's
Don't
a-
trust them. They'll tell you it's science, but it's not. They were waiting for us in this place. Billy understood. They've always been here.
I don't really think that that's really helpful. I don't know. I don't think that's a productive way to deal with your problems. So, anyways, but I mean, you do you.
Damn it! What the fuck is the matter with you? You
weren't invited to this, you goddamn sicko!
Fuck this place. Seriously, just fuck this place. Time keeps moving lower on the list of the worst things that could happen to me here.
It's sick. You're sick.
Okay, look, I'll leave you guys your space. It's fine.
Hey! Oh! Hey, you... Oh, I...
Hi. Goodbye. Yeah? Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe having like a gun. If any of those security guys had like guns or something, that would be nice. Or, I don't know, taser, baton, anything.
Back no more sleep.
Ah, the dawn bros are gone.
You guys didn't wait until I finished. Oh, but I saved some for you.
Okay. Let's hope whatever they sprayed on me isn't bad for my camera. What kind of video game is this when they don't hide any goodies under the stairs? I feel like there's something the game is trying to tell me, but I just don't know what. I don't know. Always with these obscure clues here. From N. Wolfram at markovcoreus.com to HRun at markovcoreus.com. Subject: Patient Art Program. Patient Father Martin Archimbault. Helen, Dr. Zeigner gave me your info to contact regarding the cancellation of the arts program. My patient, Martin Archimbault, has made enormous strides in his therapy on account of his finger pain. Just in the week since cancelling the arts program, his schizoaffective assertions of some higher calling have accelerated enormously. Please, just let the man finger paint. The few dollars you're saving on temper paint is more than swallowed by the cost of clozapine. Can't imagine the logic at play, unless Markov wants our patients to become more disengaged from reality. It's a ridiculous assertion. What would they want from that? Come on. We're trying to help people here. Please advise Dr. Neil Wolfram. But also interesting that Dr. Zeitner is associated with the arts program. Okay, I guess only because it's the only way forward. But I'm going to head down here, but I don't know. I feel like a game could do a better job telling me where to go. Ah! Okay. Anyways, before we head there, it's locked anyways. Oh.
They weren't experiments. They were rituals. A conjuring.
Ah. I wonder. Huh. Seems like I'm just trying out how long the night vision mode lasts when you're not. You don't have any batteries in there, and it doesn't look bad. Question is, if it does run out entirely, does it like just deactivate night vision, or does the entire camera turn off? Oh, can't pick those up. Again, classified documents? You'd sort of assume investigative reporter would might want to have a look at them, but since they're not laying on this table here, they're off limits. Mine's got honor as a journalist, after all.
Just shut up! Let me think for a minute! Quiet! Quiet!
Oh, hey. So, are you a jump? You look sort of dead. Can I sneak past him, or do I have to do him away by getting him to chase me? Sort of looks like... Okay. Oh, fuck. Not good. I guess I'm hiding here. Want to get pushed off by the other dude? Ah. Nice ass. But... Could you stop skittering around and trying to listen to bad guys? But I guess I'm not closing this door to distract him anymore. Guess he's in the... I guess he's in the stairway now. I'm being quiet, you know? Don't even mind me. Just making my way through. Just going to activate the airlock. Hopefully that won't be accompanied by any unpleasant loud noises. Anything cool on the cameras? Not really. that wasn't too bad. Surely you don't need to start chasing me now. Let's see. Close. Time to close. Time to hide. Probably a bad idea to go into a room where I don't have any means of escape. Look, dude, you don't really wanna find me. Do you wanna check the locker right next to me? That's fine. That's fine. But honestly, checking my locker, that's just a waste of your time. I'm very glad you decided to. I was telling the truth there. Oh, he's in the security room. I'll buy. No, no, no. Okay. If you wanna head over there, that's fine with me. I'll just check out this room. Anything cool? Oh, nice. Some more batteries and a hiding place. Or two. Come on. Oh. But why can I only hold 5 of them at one time? That sort of seems silly. Anything cool? Any fights or something here? No, no, no. Jermaine Dallaire, Deputy Director, Selenic Colonic Hydrotherapy. Ah. I think that's scientific for real nasty animals. Anyways, where's the spooky guy? Did he go outside? Nope, that one doesn't have a name associated with it. Is the same spooky picture? Okay. I don't know. Where he went, I just hope he doesn't come back. Come on! Where the hell am I supposed to head? I've got like no idea.
That we did.
I think we were more prepared.
Paragons of patience.
Joe-like in the suppression of our desires.
But now,
Now,
I do like the impromptu censorship there. Well,
his tongue and his liver. Mine.
nah. That's... I'll, Look guys, could you maybe... Ah. Ooh. Please don't bog me on the fingers, that would be good. Okay, he doesn't want to go any further. Okay. Markov Corporation PG maintenance memo. Proper purchase gate maintenance is crucial to Project Wall Rider security. Please refer to Markov Corp maintenance manual MMPSMM 1080286 or seek guidance from a supervisor with the proper security clearance. Okay, where's the supervisor? Somehow those two guys didn't really strike me as supervisor material. Any more batteries, maybe? I know, I said I should follow the blood, but, you know, sort of seems like that's all. Okay, I guess we now know where all the headless guys come from. Can't shake Chris Walker, the big ugly fucker who likes ripping off people's heads. I hear muttering about security protocols, containment. What if he's not the problem? What if he's trying to fix it? I don't know, he doesn't seem to be doing a great job at it. Oh. Obviously, when I had to do job. We want to add to the showers after all this. Probably need one at this point. Partly to wash off all the blood, but maybe some other bodily fluids that might have, you know, been released at one point or another during all this. Okay. Interesting. Ah, there's the window. Several of them. Oh no. Oh, right. Ah.
My God. Vanished without a trace. I detect sarcasm. He thinks we're assholes. Or
Kinda.
let's pull him in and see his belly open. Wait. Just a moment.
Okay, I kind of like these guys, honestly. But still, I'll, you know, scoot past here. You know? Okay. I don't like it. I don't like it when they do that, when they vanish without a trace. Like, the only thing I like less is when they appear without a warning. Oh, that's a pull door. Honestly, one thing I do sort of like about this game is the way doors only open in one direction. That's like, usually in video games, doors only open, like, open both ways, since generally speaking, that makes it easier for the player and the AI to navigate. They don't get stuck on stuff as often. But here you've actually gotta like, pay attention to that. So that's pretty neat. Doesn't really seem like there's anything cool back here. Okay, there's a blood trail, so eventually we're going to have to head there, but here's also an open door, so let's check that out. I mean, when has this game ever led us to somewhere bad? You know, by providing us a trail. Look, absolutely nothing bad or eerie about this place. I mean, at this point, sure, there's like all the entrails and the ripped off legs and stuff like that, but at this point, honestly, we've gotten used to that. What a pretty guy. Silas Nicely. Human Resource and Corrections. 1959 to 1966. Glad to know this place got an HR guy. Please find attached a copy of the death certificate for Rudolf G. Wernicke, Markov Psychiatric System subcontractor number 1486186. No surviving family. State of Colorado. Hold to light to be watermark. Alright. Okay, but it's a copy, so I guess the watermark wouldn't be on it. I was about to say game ruined, immersion ruined, but I guess it makes sense. File number 8732. Place Colorado. Town or city, Mount Massive Preserve. Full name, Rudolf Gustav Wernicke. Length of resident in city or town where death occurred. 0 years, 7 months. How long in US, if of foreign birth? 55 years. Sex, male. Color, race, white. Single, married, widowed or divorced? Single. Date of birth? October 20, 1918. Birthplace, Germany. Date of death? February 28, 2009. Like, my mom likes to say when, like, people who are fairly old die, at least it wasn't the midwife's fault. I hereby certify that I attended deceased from June 4th, 2003 to February 28, 2009. That I saw him alive on February 27, 2009, that death occurred on the date stated above at 4:11 a.m. The principal cause of death and related causes of importance were as follows. Heart failure due to advanced age. This is to certify that this is a true and correct copy of the official record. Well, glad we've got that settled. Oh, you got anything cool? No? So, not much cool, nothing cool in here. I guess this was just optional. Let's follow the obvious plot trail. I guess we can't. We gotta push a button somewhere. I wonder if I, at one point, can actually like lock doors. That was going to be an option. So I wonder if it's smart to actually open all these doors. I sort of assume that at one point or another something's going to going to chase me, and I wonder if, like, by opening all these doors, obviously it's going to make it easier for me to escape later on, but on the other hand, no. Oh, they drew cute little zombies. Too spooky for me. But yeah, also it's going to make it easier harder for me to, like, hold on to whoever's chasing me. Oh well. Okay, let's close all the doors anyway. Okay, this fuck this motherfucker made it. That's all very much not important. No. Yeah. I mean, I guess from one perspective, like, I mean, it's sort of nice, I guess, like, considering you might have to reload stuff over and over again, that they, you know, when the, Jesus Christ, robot, ow, that they, like, don't have any elaborate death animations, you know, if you literally landed softly, that they don't have any elaborate death animations, so you don't have to, like, sit through 60 seconds of an unskippable cutscene every time you die. But on the other hand, I sort of would have been neat if they showed us getting our head ripped off at least once as a treat, you know? Also, I mean, considering I am showing all most of this game through the night vision filter anyways, sort of seems, I mean, oh bye. Well, don't. Please don't come. But yes, I was about to say, like, glad I got this like a 720p. Really showing off the high definition capabilities of the PlayStation 4 with this. I wonder, does, like, night vision mode on cameras, does it work this way that if you zoom in the camera, the night vision actually gets extended? Alright. He's about to come around, isn't he? Let's hide under here and step closer to the stairs. Might as well use one of those the game hasn't been too stingy with them so far. Which I really appreciate since, you know, that's not really... It's not like they're healing items, you know? I mean, that's nice to have them, but they don't... They, like, only help you so much. No, no, no. Not a guy whose head you wanna rip off, that's for sure. Kind of trying to tell by the sound if he's coming upstairs. Sort of seems like he's coming closer, but it might just be him moving around. Good thing I didn't hit the button just there. Oh boy. No. Ah, fuck. Got too greedy, got too greedy. Ah, shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit. Motherfucker, hate this, don't like it, I wanna live. Please let me live, mister. This is going to stop him. No. Okay, the scary music stopped. I guess it actually stopped him. Jeez. Oh. Well, he doesn't seem too bad. Oh no. What's the worst that could happen in this obvious boss fight arena? Except obvious, of course we can't fight. So I guess it's more like a boss slaughter arena.
Let us out of here. These wires won't stop for long. They'll come for us one by one. We're all going. Please, don't God.
Well, I'm trying. Sort of hard. Hey there. How's it going? That was sort of the strong silent time, right? Can I sort of help him? I mean, that's probably going to be a bad idea, though. Sorry, that was very mean and ableist.
You made me do it. The money. That that's my treatment, my medicine, without insurance. These are the things I have.
Alright. Finally a game that truthfully simulates the experience of being at the Frankfurt train station. yes, when the batteries run out, the night vision gets a lot less potent. The actual light goes off the infrared stuff. Anyways, I'm not really sure what to do here. I don't know, there's like not a... Oh, probably ought to check the ceilings in case there's... Buddy, I'm trying to. Can I... maybe run? Obviously we gotta do something with issues, but... sort of hard. Since they won't let me. What about you? Quick hand open your door. What about this place? No. That bomb.
Nurse! I'm gonna need some help getting clean. Nurse!
But I don't like it. I don't like that there's so many accessible sets and this place is too high. Thanks? I guess? Probably not a good idea. Can I... please, my way past here.
What's the experiment? The dead before on the living. I think I hit. It's still happening. The experiment is still happening.
Oh right, there's a jump button. Oh, I forgot that.
We just faced all the wrong things.
Sorry, for a second I just gotta get my emotional support out. Okay. Time to do some more light reading. Obituary from TheDenverEagle.com. Obituaries. Obituary.aspx question mark page =, life story and PD =, 17827364905. I wonder if like you can actually visit that page, like if it's some sort of ARG thing that ties in with the game. Rudolf G. Wernicke. Dr. Rudolf G. Wernicke, age 90, passed away doing the work he loved on February 28th, 2009. I just assume this was written by a German. Yes. He was born in 1918 in Munich, Germany, and achieved fame in the mathematic and scientific communities for a paper written with early computing pioneer Alan Turing. After a cloudy history with the German war effort, that's my favorite kind of history with the German war effort, he emigrated to the United States in 1949 with advisor from the State Department. Several decades of government research in Los Alamos led to New Mexico, where Dr. Wernicke retired to pursue landscape photography and care for his kids. He came to Colorado shortly after the turn of the millennium to pursue charitable work for the Murkoff Corporation. Statement from this company calls Dr. Wernicke a true humanitarian with a generous spirit. Leaves no survivors. He leaves no survivors. Not only among his family members. He did not kill his enemies. Well, I mean, that's always a nice thing to say about the Doctor. He leaves no survivors. No, thank you. I'm already taken, but I appreciate the offer.
Everybody!
Oh, God.
Everybody!
Ouch. Oh boy.
Hey! Ah!
No. Where's the bad guy? Are you killing yourself?
Fucker! There! There!
Thanks, I'll just pass here. Oh. No. Everyone's so mean.
They did all the wrong things. Destroy.
Yeah, you guys, you just keep repeating stories, honestly. I wonder where I'm supposed to head now. Honestly. This game is so... Ah, okay, I can hide in there. I thought I could do something with radio. Yeah. Hey! Ah, we're here. No. And we'll pass. Crawl up there. The word Wall Rider is all over this place. Markov was running an experiment he called Project Wall Rider. But the patients talk about the Wall Rider like it's a physical presence, spirit or demon, something they found in the mountain. I'm trying to come up with a Bites voice here. I don't know. Would it be funny if he'd what would be the most funny voice for him to have? Like really nasal? I don't know. Wall Riders all over this place. Don't think I can do that. I guess I just... A spirit or demon. Something they found in the mountain. I chalk it up to schizophrenic delusion, but I just saw something. Maybe. Maybe it was a glitch in the camera. Or maybe this place is getting to me. Come on, how would this place get to anyone? It's lovely. Whoa. So. All right up. I mean, before I drop down the spooky hole, I'll have a look around. Oh. bye. Probably wanna see what's ahead of me. In this place. Ooh. Although, considering that the soundtrack is sort of sounding like somebody opened the Ark of the Covenant, maybe I don't want to see. Ah, it's a video game. There's a sewer level. I'm reassured. Anyways, let's head down. Okay. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I sort of wish the game would hide like more collectibles or stuff like that in these dead ends. Would make me feel like less of a dick when I run off too and ignore the very obvious path forward. Although I guess that would just encourage me to you know, ignore the game's hints. Are you a jump scare dude? Hello sir, do you have a jump scare for me? Thank you for not being a jump scare. Ah! No. Oh boy. I got that in there, ain't I? Yum. Found scrawled in pencil on the back of an admittance form. Handwriting matches samples from patient Father Martin Ashimbo. This God is real. I know he doesn't actually talk with an accent, since we've heard him talk before, but doing ridiculous, sort of racist accents is the only way I know how to do different characters. This God is real. What we've mistaken so long for ghosts, spirits, madness, we were only willfully ignorant. The scales on souls' eyes were fear. And when you see beyond it, you truly see. This is the gift of the Wallrider. The gospel of sand. The greatest sin in the world is willful ignorance of God. To receive a revelation and not spread it to the waiting flock. This place. To stand in the way of salvation is a sin for which there is no punishment too great. Okay, I guess we're gonna go down the spooky. Honestly, what the hell is the purpose of these locks here? I guess, like, to improve structural stuff? Okay. Prison block train and the female ward train. Ooh, boys. Yes, we're going to head to the women's prison, I'm sure. Miles is going to get up to some crazy naughty hijinks there. Yeah. You are... Oh boy. Oh boy. Guys, I finally found a hot chick. It's the female drain. Okay. Actually, let's maybe head down. Okay, I can. Oh bye. Oh bye, it's the big guy, it's the big guy. I don't want it. Look, Chris, I'm sure we can talk about all this. Fuck. Okay, I was about to say he didn't notice me, but he's still heading this away. No. No. Oh, bye. So, is he going to come in here, or am I good? Sort of doesn't look like he's coming closer, so I'll like have a little peek. I hope there's not going to be a jump scare. Oh bye, oh bye, oh bye, oh bye. Okay. Seems like the coast is clear. Ah, Regila. I don't like it when I can't hear him. Huh. On the other hand, I don't exactly like it when I can hear him either, so... Totally forgotten which one is which type. Huh. Okay, I think if we wanna head for the lady pipe, that's over there. Huh. Where we already were. So I guess I sort of just missed the interactable thing there. Okay, I guess let's follow the two pipe then. Oh, bye. The prison pipe, I mean, sorry. Okay. Good thing that you worked out too much. Again, like Jill Valentine and so many people I know, Minds is always watching for that pipe, looking for the pipe. That's not. I'll just go over here and have a nice time, okay? Yeah, okay. Press the wrong button there. I've got the female, the lady pipe. Let's go ahead for the dude pipe. I think you're just over there, I assume. Right? Yeah, room I've been in, but I ignored this thing. Do I wanna like venture my way back, or is he going to be waiting for me? Actually, he's probably going to be waiting for me. Oh yeah, there he comes. Alright. Oh lord, he coming. No. No. Sort of sounds like he's not coming in. Doesn't like magically no return tomorrow. And I'm gone. It's nice knowing you, Chris, but I really gotta get going, so I hope you don't mind if I very, very slowly climb down here. Oh no, real. Okay. Oh bye. Oh bye. Sorry. I'm just not going to walk over him. Oh boy. But at least they've all got their hats, so... I mean, okay. I say at least, probably means it wasn't Chris that got him, but I'm not sure that's honestly much solace for us. Although probably they all drowned considering the whole place was flooded until you did some things. What a thrill with darkness inside. What a fear in my heart, but you so probably not being important. Let's just ignore it. Don't think we gotta have to deal with that. Just keep walking. Keep walking quickly, but not too quickly. Let's not look around.
You don't have to be scared of me. I can tell we're the same. You still know it's real. The doctor's dead. You know that, right? Dr. Wernicke died before he even started working here. What kind of experiments does a dead doctor perform on living patients? the question.
Man, I don't know either. Probably not good ones from the looks of things. Okay. Damn. I'm never gonna find a girlfriend. Yep. For a second there I was like, oh, is that a piece of cloth? But obviously not. Obviously it's some actual. Oh, great. Okay. Yes. I don't like this. I'm not a fan. Ah! Okay, fuck, my sound card is dying. Okay, I actually said this as a joke, but sort of seems like that's actually the case. Huh? Maybe if I head into... No? Okay, when I go back... Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see if it fixes itself, or... think maybe I gotta like... Oh boy. Yeah, let's see. Save. And let's load that again. Oh boy, this game is so scary, even my PS4 is getting haunted. Let's hope that fixes it. Well, you just gotta play the entire rest of the game. Okay, let's ignore that stupid door. Or I just gotta play the entire rest of the game with that sound bug going on. I mean, maybe that's part of hard mode, just part of hard mode. The difficulty is because, like, at a couple of hours in, your sound just stops working, and you just gotta rely entirely on side. Do I want to head up here? Yeah, let's check out this place first. Totally worth it for one to pack of batteries. Oh boy, that's going to be invisible enemies in water over there. Like, I mean, we didn't see Project War Rider on the camera, so that's going to be a thing. I am sure of it. Oh, bye. I do not like this. I'm not a fan of this wide open area. Sort of seems like it's designed to enable some sort of enemy encounter. So it sort of sounds like it's somebody there. Yeah, let's head up here. Alright. Fuck it. Didn't even want to see this down there. What am I doing? Anyways, let's leave all that behind me. Good riddance. Not even head. Oh. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Yeah. Hey, you're the one running straight at me, asshole. Don't you tell me to get back. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Ah. Oh man. More guys running around, I don't like that. For a second there I was like thinking maybe I flew out of the sewer. feast for flies. I thought the sewer couldn't smell any worse. Hundreds of bodies crammed into a room, thousands of flies. Is this the priest's way out? Yeah, let's not head into that room. It doesn't look very fun. Ah. I mean, what a... Sort of seems like the loading screens are also sort of jump scares. Alright. Hey there. Look, dude, if you just set the safe word, this could all be over. Sure. Are you progress? You are not. Progress. Okay. This surely isn't a bad idea. Okay. So far, I'm surprised to say. Okay. Okay, I think these guys need maybe some space. Oh boy. Patient status report by Rick Traeger. Well, I'm no medical doctor, but I think the dude is dead. This patient also, unfortunately, didn't make it. You don't say. I tried my best, but I'm just a ward doctor, not a miracle worker. And I'm pretty new to this whole doctor thing, so I'm still working out all the kinks. I like that he's got that he doesn't like doesn't let some minor setbacks get him down. He's like a go-getter. He's got the right attitude at least. Anywho, somebody's gotta cut the fat from this Project War Rider disaster. We've been bleeding money ever since this thing went tits up on account of that Billy kid. But I've managed to slim back personnel by more than 80 people, which means short-term savings in salary and long-term savings in pension and healthcare costs. And I've been figuring out a lot about biology. I was on the fence about it before, but now I can say with absolute certainty that a person can't live without his kidneys. You learn something new every day. Oh, Rick. You joker. You kidder. High enough to climb? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Brothers.
This is the experiment! This is the experiment! This is the experiment!
It really has to be. Maybe we could talk about this, Wallace? Like I suggested go to therapy, but I guess it was sort of the problem in the first place. Oh wait.
Who's down there? You're not one of them, are you? Quick, get in the dumbwaiter if you want to live.
Yeah, this is
God damn it!
You made the right choice here, buddy. Hey, you're the bullshit priest's guy, aren't you? As a witness or whatever, you must be exhausted. Let's take a break, huh, buddy? The old 2-martini lunch? Have a little confab, blah, blah. Heavier than you look. A little cardio wouldn't kill you. Okay, here we go, arms and legs inside the car.
Trust me, I've been working on that. Yeah. I'm not happy with how this turned out. Probably should have waited for the smart way.
You know, I love the mountain air up here at night. You want to head out and take a stroll? Go ahead, I'll wait here. Go on, run free. I'm in no hurry. No? All right. Nose to the grindstone, I like that. Okay then, right this way.
Come on. That's being gay, that's me. Well, street stands a nice view. Oh. Let's remember that. Well, when we have to run away from this guy.
You weren't putting that tongue to any use anyway. Truth be told, I was just tired of looking downstairs. Here we are then. Thanks so much for coming by. We'll begin your consultation in a moment. We'll just need a second to wash up and, well, movies. And it'll give us a chance to talk.
You know, I'm a bit worried how much time you've been spending with Father Martin. I know... I hope you haven't been letting him confuse you with all his... holier-than-thou Bible thumping. No offense to the man, but I sometimes worry he might just be a little bit crazy. It's understandable. People get scared. They always like to turn to God as anything else. God died with the gold standard. We're on to a more concrete faith now. You have to rob Paul to pay Peter. There's no other way. Murder is the simplest form, but what happens when all money's gone? Well, money becomes a matter of faith. And that's what I'm here for. To make you believe. You paying attention? Don't pass that on me. There's still a lot for you to absorb.
Okay, now we know where Raven and people copycat manipulation thing for.
Here's how we cheat you. We made a consumer to the means of production. This thing is gonna sell itself.
Oh, you really don't want to be of all the bones you see. You really want them to be on. Oh, jeez. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that, buddy. Maybe want to wash your hair? Oh, okay. Considering the rest of this place, maybe you don't want to wash your hands to disinfect them. Anyway, I think, look, I'll have a little look-see. I'll have a little look-see around this area, but then I think I call it a night, fellas. It's getting pretty late. And, you know, it's past midnight. Ah. I guess that was Rick.
He's still alive. Should understand his nightmares. He worked so well. They couldn't control it. And you can't control it. Nobody. He'll find you. He'll kill you. He's coming now. Trigger!
I see what's happening. Cutscene I wanted. Certainly did enjoy myself. I didn't get quite as scared as I was worried about, but I don't know. I appreciate the sort of trashy camp tone this game is going for, so yeah. That's a thumbs up from me, which poor old Miles can't give. Although his lungs are alright. But anyways, catch you guys tomorrow as I descend deeper into this realm of madness. See ya!